Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Aquath that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 4, and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men, right? In the NLT. It reads, for this has been decreed by the messengers. It is commanded by the holy ones, so that everyone may know that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of the world. He gives them to anyone he chooses, even to the lowliest of people, right? The basis of man, more so speaking about Esau, Edom, right? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. For whatever reason, the Lord has me recently going into the wickedness of Esau, Edom. And I'm, spiritually assuming it's because of the times that the Lord is telling us is ahead. So it's another spiritual, preparation of things to come, right? How it says in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, speaking about Jacob's trouble, right? So with that being said, I'm going to let these videos play and I'll be back.
Did you know America used to pick a black man to kill, then turn his murder into a picnic? This wasn't random violence, it was a process. First, a black man was picked for a lie, for success, or for simply existing. Once the decision was made, the town didn't hide it. They planned it, newspapers announced it, word spread, families packed food, baskets, blankets, and brought their children. White crowds gathered in fields and town squares, eating and laughing, while black men were beaten, tortured, hanged, or burned alive in front of them. This wasn't chaos. It was organized racial murder turned into a social event. Police didn't stop it. They guarded it. Pastors stood nearby. Photographers took pictures. Afterward, people took souvenirs, rope, bones, and mailed postcards with smiling faces beneath dead black bodies. These photos exist. These postcards exist. So argue about words if you want. But America picked a black man to kill, then sat down. That's not metaphor. That's history.
So that's where the phrase picnic comes from. Basically the entertainment of, unaliving the Lord's people and having a meal underneath the swinging vessel. All right. This is what the Lord is telling us is on the way back. It really never left. I don't know if you've been, seeing different stories of so-called self-unaliving of so-called black men via hangings, right, in trees, right, out in the middle of nowhere, right? So don't get it twisted thinking that, this don't exist no more. It clearly does. It's just the Lord is going to have it to where, it's going to be survival of the fittest, and the fittest is going to be the elect, right? The individuals who hide themselves in the secret place of Yahweh, right? Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Right? Snares of the fowler, being the traps that this devil sets, for the Lord's people. And, we're seeing those traps be introduced to the world via wicked policies, so-called forwarding, science through artificial intelligence and, digital everything, and doing it under the guise of the improvement of society, where we understand the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked is not trying to improve society. The wicked is trying to control more of society, right? More of each individual, right? Hence Revelation chapter 13, right? So just be aware and be prepared. Never trust thine enemy, and understand who your enemies are and how they operate and their true intent, and understand where your strength lies and who you are supposed to be fearing, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So with that, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakah Kodash Shalom Yashalom.